all familiar with the daredevil tactics of these monster truck drivers. Well, now we're going to meet a man who embodies the word fearless. He's a veteran stuntman who holds several world records for high falls and car jumps. He's performed 21,000 stunts and has only been injured twice. You want a wild ride? Hop on board with Spanky Spangler.
When I first started stunt work, nobody even knew what a stuntman was. Nowadays, everybody and their dog thinks you're a stunt person. I felt that I have an instinct to do stunts. I always say I was God-gifted to do it. I started doing stunts without telling my mom. When I was real young, I used to get on a swing and I'd jump over the swing and jump over the back fence. And the other kids in the neighborhood couldn't do that. Man, I can do something different than these other kids. Then I'd get in trouble. I played football, wrestled, boxed, did everything. I became a paratrooper. I was a Green Beret at the age of 18 years old. I used everything I could do in the service to make my stunt career better. Can't hesitate. If you ever hesitate to do a stunt, you're gonna die. You snooze, you lose. In this game, you gotta follow through. Can't hold it. When you're doing live shows, there's no trick. It's live. What you see is what you get because you can't cheat it. One day you're doing high falls, the next day you're doing fight scenes, you're rolling the car, you're jumping the car, you're riding motorcycles. You have to be athletic. You have to be tuned to everything that's going on. You got to be a mechanic, a carpenter. You have to know a little bit about everything, even effects. If you don't, you get blown up.
He's pretty down to earth. He's a real family person. He likes to stay home a lot, go to the movies. He likes to do a lot of things with the kids. Yeah, right. You know, when he jumps out of the helicopter, it makes me a little nervous, but when he jumps out of hot air balloons or cranes or buildings, it don't usually bother me too much.
But this is a stunt I did for That's Incredible. I wanted to jump out of a helicopter and land in the back of a moving truck.
I don't really know why he does it.
It's a rocket car, and I jumped across the Rio Grande River. I jumped 185 feet. The car and the frame and all that just exploded. As soon as I hit, it just exploded and ripped right off.
I think he's crazy.
They asked me if I could jump an Odyssey over a rock and roll group, and I said, sure. So we talked money and all that, and then I said, what's an Odyssey? I didn't even know what one was.
But I know he has it all under control, so.
This here is like a barbecue.
Everything he does is crazy.
And this I called the Sky Crash, a mid-air head-on collision with two cars. And when I talked to Hollywood stunt guys about it, they said it was impossible. It's harder for me to watch a stunt guy doing a stunt. I'd rather do it myself. It's just hard to watch, because I know what they're thinking.
It's too hard to stay at home and wait for the phone call. I'd rather be there, just in case.
At home, you don't know when it's going to happen, so you just wait for the phone call.
There's like 10 or 15 things that can go wrong, and I try to think of all those, so when it happens, you know, I know what to do. I'm prepared for when it does happen. But sometimes something comes out of the wild.
I don't like watching high falls. They're scary.
You got to see it from my end. Well, when a young kid comes to me and wants to do stunts, the first thing I tell him is don't do a stunt unless you're around a professional stunt person. And the reason is because you have to wear the pads, you got to wear the helmets, you got to have the right gear. You need to wear your helmets, you need to wear your shin guards and padding, and you need that type of stuff because you go down, you want to be protected. You want to get up and be able to do it again and again and again until you can get it right. We prepare and we plan and we try to make it as safe as possible because you want to work the next week. And that's what makes it professional. This is my hometown, so it's going to be nice to perform here finally. What I'm going to do at the American West Arena, I'm going to do a high fall, but to make it more dramatic, I'm going to light myself on fire.
Here he comes! Oh!
In the thrill show business, you always try to come up with something a little bit more unique. This is what we call a steel shoe. It's got a rounded toe, quarter-inch plate, and you slide on this behind a motorcycle or beside a car or behind a car. These things get real hot, so you want to get them off in a hurry. Well, I thought about retiring because some of the stunts I do are pretty monster stunts, and my family's getting real concerned about it.
He keeps saying that. I don't believe him.
No, he's been saying that for 10 years.
I can't see him turning down a stunt. He loves it.
When I was young, I had a decision to make, and it was either stay in Hollywood or come to Arizona and be with my family. I love doing stunts a lot. Well, my family's more important than anything. I'd rather be with them than be in Hollywood doing stunts. And I made that decision, and I don't regret it.
All I gotta say is, kids, don't try any of that at home. We're back. Round number 2, race number 1 between Crusher and Invader.
I must stay ahead and conquer the Carolina Crusher.
You're spaced out, Invader. Listen up. I'm gonna blast you right back to your pitiful planet. Puh! Kiss my asteroid!
Talk is cheap, Crusher, and with the great galaxy as my witness, your brawn is gone!
They are staged for round number 2, race number 1. Carolina Crusher goes against Invader. Both trucks are at the starting line. The thumbs up, look for the green light. They get it. There they go. Carolina Crusher with a great hole shot. He's across the finish line first, but wait. They're calling it a red light. They're calling it a red light. Let's see this on the replay. Watch for the green light. There it is, and there goes Crusher. I don't understand this red light at all. Perhaps if we take a look at it from another angle, we'll see it. Now watch the middle of the left-hand part of your screen, the green light. There it is. Now Carolina Crusher goes. I've just gotten word that apparently Carolina Crusher inched forward too far while staging and broke the beam on our official timing lights. He is automatically disqualified. The win goes to Invader, and Jim Davidson gets our loser for an interview.
Gary, come here for a second. In life, what we try to do, my friend, is learn from other people's mistakes. You saw Dennis Anderson in the Gravedigger red light going against you. Then you turn around the next round and red light yourself. What happened?
Well, I guess I'm just trying to be like my hero, Dennis. You know, he red lighted with me, and I was, you know, picking at him pretty hard about it back in the pits, and then I come out here and do the same thing, and I guess like to say, you know, what goes around comes around.
We are ready for round 2, race number 2. Predator, Equalizer, the matchup coming up next.
Oh, I've already made chicken liver out of the Invader. And now it's time to savor the Equalizer.
Yeah, right. Come what may, Predator, in the end, you'll be the one who will pay.
Race 2 action about to begin. The Predator truck is Alan Pizzo's creation. The cat-like features ready to pounce on Equalizer. Equalizer, Predator, combined weight over 20,000 pounds. We're talking about over 3,000 horsepower, ready to thrill this crowd here at the Gator Bowl. The green light will give us the go. Thumbs up for Equalizer, thumbs up from Predator. There they go! Side by side, Equalizer takes out Predator. Predator seems to have problems. Predator seemed to have some problems after that first set. The Equalizer is going to the semis.
Oh, yeah. Well, what did I tell you? I'm the one to watch, and as my competitors are finding out, it takes a lot more than hot air to make me run out of steam.
With a puff of smoke, Equalizer is up in the air, guns it again, and takes it across the finish line. He's going to the semifinals. Now that was a flawless run for David. Predator seemed to have his problems. A good start, but he couldn't get any power out of this truck. Equalizer just went right past him. Predator does have problems. The drive shaft in the rear seems to be kicking out some smoke.